This is all the paperwork that came with this guitar. Custom shop Strat. I'll take a minute and go over exactly what I did. I'm assuming that initially this was a custom order. Dave actually picked it up off of Reverb recently. This is the production order. It says quantity 1. I guess it is one of a kind. These are the body specs. So it's an alder body, 2-piece alder body. Body style, 60 Strat. The middle pickup is a Strat reverse wound. So in those middle positions you get like a humbucking effect. American Vintage Strat bridge, Relic. Oh, it is nitro, so it's a nitro finish. I was surprised they put like a high gloss lacquer. Maybe the guy requested it when he ordered it. Quarter sawn maple neck, rosewood fingerboard, truss rod, early 60s, number of frets 21. So it's a 6105 Dunlop fret, which is 90 by 55. It says fretboard radius 9.5 inches or 9.5 inches. It has compound radius here, but that's not filled in. I can tell you right now it's just a 9.5 inch radius full length. The nut width was 1.650, and that was a little too wide. One of the reasons that Dave got me to replace the nut is the first string was kind of slipping off the edge of the neck when he was playing. So I brought it in just incrementally, just a few thou, and it is fine now. Neck shape, 60 style oval C. Side dots are also micarta, 3/32, and that's pretty well it for this guy. I've got the two outside E strings where I want them as far as action goes, and I know that David doesn't like the action too close. He likes to be able to dig in a little, get a grip on the string if he's bending. I am hiking up the middle 4 strings out of the way so they're not touching at all. I have the self-adjusting radius gauge in place, and I've got the two outside strings where they need to be. So the first string is touching, the 6th string is touching. That foam is a light enough density that it does not lift up the strings. So now we'll go across one string at a time. Start with the A, drop that down. There's the D, just about kissing that, but not quite. Drop that down just a little bit. Yep. So that is a perfect match to our 9.5-inch radius. Well, here is our Relic Journeyman custom shop Strat. That could be filed out a little bit high. Let's try that again. So this is the compensated nut. I use Corian, that's my choice of material. This is the original plastic injection molded nut that came out. Dave had asked me to hang on to it in case somebody is crazy enough to actually put that back in. So now that this guitar is perfectly in tune, and you'll hear it in a second, I can't really imagine anyone bothering to put that plastic nut back in there when they have a compensated Corian nut. Okay, so I'm going to go over what I did on this guitar, other than the compensated nut. There was some serious fret wear in this guitar. Luckily, it is not a vintage fret, otherwise there'd be nothing left. But these are 6105, so they're like the Stevie Ray Vaughan Strat, a tall medium fret, 90 thou wide, 55 thou high. I did go over, and it needed a little tiny bit of leveling, and then went full dress end to end and buffed them all out, and pretty well got out every trace of wear. There are a couple of faint ghost marks, but I wasn't about to grind all the frets down to get rid of those ghost marks in the first 2 or 3, and it wasn't worth pulling the fret and replacing it. We made up that radius gauge for a perfect match, and we will now go in to the studio, plug this in, and really check it out. I'm just going to drop off this fretting kit. This will be going to Medford, New York for Alex. And I should mention I think there's 3 packaged fretting kits ready to ship. If you want one before Christmas, you want to get hold of me quickly. The compensated nut packages, I think we're down to about 8 of those. I will be doing more after Christmas, but just drop me a line if you want one. Cheers. Well, one last look at this guy before we plug it in and have a lesson. There's a Relic to bridge. Okay, here's what I looped.